My name is Jonathan Michaels from the Boston Globe, and I'm interviewing a German immigrant, Eugene Miller. And yep, well, thank you for sitting. Hello, first off, hello, and welcome to America, Mr. Miller. Thank you for sitting down with me and doing this interview for the Boston Globe.
My pleasure, Mr. Jonathan Michaels.
So tell us about your life traveling to the United States. Where did you grow up in the homeland? What did you do for a living?
I was born to Albert and Franziska Müller in Munich, Germany on July 17, 1898. As a child, my family moved to nearby Grogsbel. When I turned 16, I moved back to Munich and worked as a merchant in the city.
So, did you leave any loved ones behind?
Yes, my family and my lovely wife. Her name was Adelaide, and I met her in Munich, and her name was Adelaide Schubert. We got married on March 28, 1920, at St. Boniface's Abbey in Munich, Germany. We have been married for 6 years.
Do you have any children with Adeline? I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, by the way.
Yes, we have one son together, and he lives with me. He is 3 years old.
Does your wife stay home with him?
No, she is not here. She wasn't allowed into the U.S. because the quota for Germany had expired.
Oh, I'm very sorry for that. Can you tell us about your trip to America? The details, the length, how long it was?
It was a long trip from Germany to America, but at least me and my son made it in. We left Munich on October 6th and headed to Bremerhaven, Germany to board our ship that was scheduled to leave on October 1, 1925, but was delayed 5 days to October 6. It cost $60 for me and my wife to board the ship with over 1,000 other people.
How was it inside the ship?
It was very dirty and smelled very bad. We were crowded under the deck, and it made my wife sick, and she threw up a lot. We were all dirty as you can think, being in a boat for over 40 days.
So, what made you not give up? How did you stay so strong during the trip?
I had faith, and my wife prayed to God to help us and our baby.
So was your basic reason for moving to America to have a better life for your child?
Yes, we wanted the baby to have a better life with education in the streets of gold.
So what other experiences did you have on the ship ride to the land of the free?
What?
To America.
Oh, America, yes, yes. I noticed that we all became physically, mentally, and emotionally unstable. My wife also went into labor on the ship and gave birth to our son Frederick Mueller on November 17th. It was a joy seeing our baby for the first time, but we wanted him to be born on America. My wife got more sick and the baby was not healthy since we were on a ship, but then quickly became better.
How was it when you reached Ellis Island?
When we saw the Statue of Liberty, we had joy, and when we reached Ellis Island, we had to wait on the ship for 4 hours to get off. November 19, I will never forget the day I came to America. Such a good day. We were nervous as we reached immigration. I don't like Americans that much.
How was it when you checked in to America?
They checked our documents and made us get naked to check for sicknesses. It was quickly getting checked, but then we were long lines. Since we came to America late in the year, my wife had to go home.
Why? Was it because of the quota?
Yes, it was either her or the baby, and we could not send the baby back on its own.
I'm sorry to hear that. Did you take the literacy test?
Yes, and thank God I had learned some English in Germany and passed the test.
Will your wife make it back to America on her second trip?
Yes, she is in Germany right now and is saving up money to buy another ticket. Hopefully, I see her soon because it is a lot of time to take care of my son by myself.
Do you like America so far?
Oh, yes, yes, yes. I love America. No streets of gold, but I am very thankful to be here. And hopefully, my wife and my whole family will move to America in Boston one day.
So why did you choose Boston? Most people that immigrate to America would choose New York.
I have a friend who lives in Boston and helped me get a job and find a home and live with his family.
Oh. So, what did you hear about America before you came? What made you want to come to America?
What I heard about America sounded unreal. Immediately, I wanted to go and take my family there. I wanted to start a new and better life. I heard the streets were paved with gold, which is obviously not true. I wanted my future children and grandchildren to benefit from coming to America.
Do you like America so far? Would you ever go back home to Germany?
No, I would not like to go back. As of right now, my life is a little difficult, but I know it will improve.
So, how have the new laws, the immigration laws that have just passed, how have they changed your life?
My wife had been sent back to Germany because of the National Origins Act. I had to choose between my wife and my son. I chose my son because I wanted him to have a better life. However, I think I made the right decision because without my son, I don't know how he would be there by himself.
That was definitely a hard decision on your part. Can you explain how you arrived at Boston from Ellis Island?
I had a landing card pinned to my shirt. This meant I had to go to the money exchange. They exchanged my German money for American dollars. Since I was traveling to a city outside of New York, I had to go to the railroad ticket office. I had to go on the ferry to Manhattan to go onto the railroad. I had to make arrangements for my bags that were stored in the baggage rooms to be sent to Boston.
Oh, so where exactly do you live?
My son and I lived in the tenement for 2 years. The tenement was very small and dark. There was no windows and the bathrooms were outside.
Wow, tenements are really difficult to live in. What do you work? Where do you work?
I worked in a factory that was dangerous and paid minimum wage. I didn't really mind because I needed money.
How is your life now?
At the moment, my child is 3 years old. I still work at the factory but would like to find a different job in the future. I'm hoping my wife can come to America and Boston, but I can't be sure she will make it.
So where do you see yourself in the near future?
Hopefully my son will be older and go to school. I would like to find a better job to work at the future, but for now I'm satisfied with my job. I also hope my wife be here soon and we could have more money and provide our children with a better education.
It was a pleasure speaking with you, Mr. Miller. I wish you luck and I hope your wife makes it to America safely.
Thank you, Mr. Marcus.